And let me see. Another one is the Howard Brown Clinic on 4025 North Sheridan Road. And they have free HIV testing, confidential STD screenings for chlamydia and gonorrhea. And let me see. Their testing is available Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. And on Fridays, 9 a.m. to noon and 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And there's no walk-ins on Wednesdays. And let's see, there's also the Sidetracks is 3349 North Halsted, and that's the first and third Monday of each month from 9 to 11 p.m.
Looks like we have a caller. Go ahead, caller.
I want to go back on what you guys said earlier. Why is it that 12-year-olds don't need a parental consent to get an HIV testing if they're still a minor?
Well,
actually, it didn't state exactly why, but me personally, I would assume because, you know, nowadays, you know, children are having sex. And that's one of the reasons why we have been working on a bill, you know, a comprehensive sex education bill, HB 3027, to actually get comprehensive sex education mandated in school, because children as young as 12 years old, they are having sex. Or it could not even be that. It could have been they could have gotten raped or experienced incest or things like that. And when, you know, experiences like that happen to you, you definitely need to be able to get tested. And so, you have a few more clinics that you wanted to, you know, let people know about.
Okay, and these, the next one is Club Crave, which is 13126 South Western Avenue. That's actually in Blue Island, Illinois, and they do testing the second Thursday of each month from 8:30 to 11:30 p.m. There's also Hunters, 1932 East Higgins, and that's in Elk Grove Village, Illinois, and they do testing the first and third Friday of each month. And there's also the Velvet Rope, which is 728 Lake Street in Oak Park, Illinois, and that's the second Friday of each month, 9 to 11 p.m. And there's also the Brown Elephant Resale Shop at the Oak Park store.
And so if you missed any of that information, or you have any questions, or you might want to find out where you can get tested at in your neighborhood, you can always give us a call at 312-663-0338 or 0336. And you can email us at www.chicagoabortionfund.com or info@chicagoabortionfund.com. And so,
actually, I had one more.
You had one more?
Yeah. I'm sorry. The last one is Cell Block 3702 North Halsted, and that's the fourth Friday of the month from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. actually, and it's free HIV testing for the general public.
So like I said, if you have a question or you want to find that out, you can always give us a call or email us. And so, you know, Crystal,
moving on again. Moving on again.
Yes, is going to talk about something that is very dear to her.
Yes. So, tomorrow, Thursday, December 1st, is World AIDS Day. And World AIDS Day was developed by two public information officers for the WHO organization, which is the World Health Organization. They decided to put that concept together in order to raise awareness for AIDS, which is the disease from HIV that you get. And it is celebrated, like I said, December 1st. So the first one was celebrated December 1st of 1988, when Ronald Reagan was still in office. And like I said before, it's dedicated to raising awareness of the AIDS pandemic that caused by the spread of the HIV infection. And let me see, just some AIDS facts for you. AIDS has killed more than 25 million people between 1981 and 2007. I'm sorry. And an estimated 33.2 million people worldwide are right now living with HIV as of 2007. And that makes it one of the most destructive epidemics in recorded history. And despite recent improved access to antiretroviral treatments and care in many regions of the world, the AIDS epidemic claimed an estimated 2 million lives in 2007, which actually 270,000 of those were children. So
Those are
AIDS
some
is
very staggering numbers, and that's why we constantly stress that it is very important to know your status, because the sooner you know, the better.
yeah, the sooner you know.
And they say that it is best to get tested for any STDs, you know, every time that you have a new sex partner. And even when you're with the same partner for years, it's still important to get tested, because you never know, you know, what a person is doing when they're not with you. And so
It's sad but true.
This is very important.
Oh, you have another caller.
Go ahead, caller.
How did AIDS develop?
How did AIDS develop?
Well, we're not doctors or physicians, so we can't exactly answer that. And even when I have done research, it's never been really,
there's never
really described specifically how it developed. But you know, we all have our conspiracy theories, because I think it's the government. But
you cannot say that on TV.
but you know, it's never really been described how it came upon. Now, I do know when I was doing research about HIV, which a lot of people don't even know what HIV stands for, and it's human immune deficiency virus. And when they first, you know, discovered it, they thought that, you know, it was a gay man's disease, but they soon found out that it wasn't. And basically what it does is it makes your immune system weak, and it weakens your blood cells that fight off sicknesses and
white blood cells
and viruses and things, your white blood cells.
Yeah. So you actually don't die necessarily of HIV or AIDS. You actually die because of the fact that your immune system is so weak it can't fight anything off. So you it's like you would actually die from like a cold or something like that, because your immune system is not able to fight that off. It develops into something worse and into something worse, and eventually you pass away. We have another caller.
Go ahead, caller.
Is there an illegal age for abortion?
Is there an illegal age for abortion?
Yeah, a legal age. Like, how old can you be to get an abortion?
There's no legal age.
There's no age stipulation in Illinois, but they are working on a law that says that you have to have parental consent in order to get an abortion if you're under the age of 18. And what that means is that you basically your parents have to be notified, and if they disagree with your decision, then you have to go before a judge, and the judge has to decide if you're responsible enough to make the decision that you're about to make, which I think is very, very unfair.
I also think so. But this is not a law or anything yet. Like right now, like as of today, there is no like legal age or anything like that to have an abortion. So
you can have it at any age if that is what you choose. Looks like we have another caller. Go ahead, caller. Hello?
Oh, what are the symptoms of HIV and AIDS?
The
The symptoms of HIV and AIDS. You know what? I don't necessarily know.
Well, there for HIV or AIDS, there really are no specific symptoms. No, you might get a cold, you know what I'm saying, and you might not be able to get rid of it, you know, having it for a long time, you know, because like Crystal was saying that your immune system is weak, you know, so you can't fight off simple things like colds and flu and things as quick and as fast as everybody else. So let's say you get sick and you just can't get rid of it. You just can't get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? That could be a sign, you know, but it's never a way to know for sure. You can't tell. You know, people they don't get bumps. They don't, you know, get rashes or anything. And that's why it's so important to get tested, because it's a lot of people that's living that's not in the statistics that have it and don't know that they have it.
Yeah, and you can't tell if someone has AIDS or HIV just by looking at them. Like, oh, you know what, that guy looks like he has AIDS. No, that's not how it works.
And that's also why it's important to wrap it up. Our time has come to an end, and so we're just going to say thank you, viewers, for watching, and have a good night. Bye.